again, my name is Will Sacco. I'm Director of Admissions here at Wooster School. We have got an excellent group of panelists here this evening. Some of our underclassmen in the upper school and all the way down through middle school. So we really wanted to share exactly what happens here at Wooster School and on a daily basis over the course of the year. And we're going to turn it over here to my compatriot on screen, Alexandria Kriegel, who's going to begin by introducing us to yourself as well as to our panelists. And yeah, let us begin. I'm going to give you the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Sacco. Hi, everyone. I'm Alexandra. I'm a junior here, and I'm very excited to be moderating the panel tonight. Before we start off with some questions, I'm going to ask the rest of our panelists to introduce themselves by saying their name, grade, town, years at Wooster, and one area of interest. So, Elliot, would you like to start us off?
Of course. Thank you, Alexandra. I'm Elliot Rosen, and I'm an 11th grader here at Wooster, and I'm from Newtown, Connecticut, and this is my third year at Wooster. And I'd say one area that I've gone deeply into at Wooster is journalism, and I did not expect that from me.
Ava, would you like to go next?
I'm Ava. I'm in 6th grade. I live in Ridgefield. This is my first year at Wooster, and the classes that I really like are reading and social studies.
Thank you. Luke, would you like to go next?
Yeah, my name is Luke. I'm in 8th grade. I'm from Westport, Connecticut, and something I really enjoy at Wooster is basketball.
Jemiah?
I'm Jemiah Claxton. I'm in 11th grade. I'm from Danbury. This is my third year at Wooster. And one area I've gone deeply into would be like clubs or social impact.
Gus?
Hi, I'm Gus Aspiaga. I'm a junior at Wooster. This is my 9th year, and an area that I've dived deep into is photography.
Thank you. Dayton?
Hello, my name is Dayton. I am in the 7th grade. I'm from Norwalk, Connecticut. This is my first year at Wooster. And one area I'm gone deeply into is basketball.
Thank you. So as I said before, my name's Alexandra. I'm a junior here, and this is my 11th year here at Wooster. I'm from Poly, New York, and I'm very interested in the STEM courses that we have to offer here. Before we begin with questions, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat and we will respond to you. So Luke, as you said, this was your first year here at Wooster. So can you please share what your transition was like and how you felt welcomed into the community?
Since it's my first year, I came in not knowing that many people, even though there were a couple people that I knew that I didn't know were here. Everyone was really nice and welcoming, and I got to know a lot of great people right off the bat of the school year.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. So Ava, you also mentioned that it was your first year here at Wooster. So can you tell me a little bit about what the Wooster vibe is like and what the vibe around campus is like?
When I first came here, I was a little nervous, but it's been really fun, and everybody's nice. Sometimes they just come up and say hi to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And something really unique about our school is the small class sizes and the small community, which does make for a super personalized experience. Dayton, can you tell me a little bit about what the relationships are like between you and your classmates?
The relationships between me and my classmates are really good. They're really nice to me, and I would say that it's been really fun here.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. So now I'm going to shift gears a little bit over to our high school students. And here there are so many opportunities to challenge yourself. We offer lots of clubs between academics, sports teams, the arts, and everyone's really encouraged to take advantage of those opportunities. Jemiah, as you said before, you're really involved with clubs here a lot. So can you tell me a little bit about where you've had a chance to push yourself and take advantage of those opportunities?
So here at Worcester, we have a bunch of different clubs, and I am one of the co-leaders of our Girl Up Club. And during this club, I am allowed to challenge myself, whether it's like figuring out what we're doing that day for the group or trying to organize an event for the whole school.
Thank you. And I can personally say there really are lots of opportunities. For example, I got the opportunity to learn about beekeeping and help start our beekeeping program. So far, we've done a lot. I've got to learn a lot of new skills and I've taken away a lot. Here we have an apiary, which is like our bee home, if you don't know what an apiary is. And, I get to help take care of the bees every week. And it really is such a cool experience. So there really is so much that you can try out and do here. And there is always something to push yourself. So, Dayton, as a middle schooler, there are also some ways you've been able to push yourself through sports and academics. So, can you share with me what opportunities Worcester has to offer?
Some opportunities Worcester has to offer is probably playing basketball and sports. Because I'm really interested in that area. So it's been just really fun, and I got to experience more in basketball and track also, and it's just been amazing.
I know right now it's track season, and I've seen you practicing outside a lot. So can you tell me a little bit about what your relationship is like with the coaches and your teammates on the team?
My relationships with the coaches are good. They've really helped me improve in track, and also with my teammates, they encourage me to do even better in the sports.
Awesome. So another aspect of Worcester that we really pride ourselves about is the college admission process, which as a current junior right now can seem pretty daunting and stressful, but so far Worcester has not made it feel like that at all. So Elliot, can you talk to me a little bit about how Worcester has played a role in your process so far and how it's helped you figure out what you're looking for post high school?
Yeah, of course. So I'd say as a student, every student dreads that whole process junior year of getting ready to look at schools, the process of looking at schools and just the angst you get from the freedom that you are presented. And I say Worcester does a great job at preparing us for that and kind of helping us just calm down as much as we can, even though it is a stressful time. Worcester gives us all the opportunities we need. We just had a college fair today, and for the past couple of weeks, we've been practicing mock interviews with each other and prepping our college resumes. And yes, I know it's springtime, and we do have a lot of time to build up our resumes, but it's important to get started now. And Worcester pushes us to do that, and it's so helpful later on. And I can tell already that they're helping me and not cram it all in at the last minute, which would not be good. And I can't thank them enough for that.
Yeah, and as Elliot said, today we held our annual college fair, which is actually time for the whole upper school to really start looking into their future. Our freshmen and sophomores here get the opportunity to go around, browse to the different colleges, talk to them, see more about what colleges in general really have to offer. But then as a junior, you get the time to really go deeper and you do get to browse all those colleges, but you also get the opportunity, as Elliot said, to have a mock interview where real colleges are able to give us feedback on our interviews and also take a look at our resumes. So, Elliot, as you mentioned, we do have time where the college guidance team will help us with our resumes. Can you talk a little bit about junior seminar and what that entails?
Yeah, so every week you're assigned a junior seminar class, and that's basically not basically, it's specifically just to help you with college work, and you are assigned a someone to help you with on that process, and it's really helpful. You can choose to meet with them as many times as you want if you need help, if you just want to talk, just build up a relationship, and they're always free, they're always welcome, and they're some of the nicest people I know. And even in the couple months I've started with junior seminar, it's been an incredible experience, and I would say it's very helpful for students.
Yeah, definitely. And so, the college process and junior seminar isn't just one aspect of our Worcester life here. We also have the Bridge program. So, Gus, can you tell me a little bit about the Bridge program and what the Bridge program is?
Yeah, so the Bridge program is a program where people with learning disabilities are able to have time where they can have teachers help them with their work if they don't understand it. Um, and it's not like they're separated, they're still very much a part of the Worcester school community. It's just like a time where you get to do your work and have someone there to help you who has a great understanding about a lot of topics.
Yeah, and can you tell me a little bit more about how the program has fit into your story at Worcester, all the way from middle school up, and how it really fits into your everyday life schedule wise?
Yeah, so it fits into my story very well. My brother also went to Worcester and he was also part of the Bridge program. Um, and so it operates as a class like you you're required to take a language at Worcester, and so you get a language waiver, and so instead of taking a Spanish class, you would take a Bridge instead. And so it operates during those Spanish class periods. And it's an everyday class and just a good time where you get to meet with someone who knows a lot about a lot of different topics.
Yeah, thank you. And not only do we have the Bridge program here, but we also offer the Pathway programs, which takes a look more into everyday skills such as organization, time management. There's two phases to it, and it really helps you prepare you not only for high school, but life after high school. So at Worcester, there are lots of ways where you can learn not just about the academics, but you're also learning about real life skills every day. And with that is our faculty, which is also a really huge aspect here. Everyone's able to become really close with the faculty because we are such a small community. And the teachers really do get to know everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and they really get to learn about you. So, Elliot, can you tell me a little bit about a relationship you've had with a teacher that has shaped your experience at Worcester so far?
Yeah, of course. I'd like to mention that growing up, especially going through a public school, I was afraid of my teachers. And I know that's not the greatest thing, but I was afraid to talk to them. If I needed help, I was a little hesitant. And I think Worcester really, with the small class sizes, you're drawn towards the teachers if you need help. It kind of feels like a one-on-one class. Every class feels that way, and it's a great opportunity to meet teachers. And I've been able to meet two of my favorite teachers, Mr. Nelson and Miss Thaler. Miss Thaler is my journalism teacher, and as I said earlier, I love journalism. And 4 years ago, if I were to tell myself that, I would not believe me because I'm not a fan of writing, and writing was I didn't think was my strong suit. And Miss Thaler really helped me find that love for writing that I did not know that there was that. And I'm just so happy to have her just so I can talk to if I need school help, if I'm having trouble with my time management, if I just need someone to talk to, she's always there for me. And it's the same thing with Mr. Nelson. During office hours, I'm constantly there, getting help on math or even going deeper into math problems because I love the subject, and it's just really cool how I can just talk with teachers whenever I want. And I think that's one thing that Worcester does a really good job at preparing you for, especially in college when you need to advocate for yourself.
Leah, can you tell me a little bit more about office hours and how that plays a role throughout the day and how you can utilize it?
Yeah, so office hours takes place at the end of the day. It's a structured time in the day. We have jobs on campus where we help clean up campus at the end of the day. It's just a little way to give back to our community. And you can opt to clean or you can meet with a teacher if you need help on, and every teacher is willing to help you if you need help on anything or just are willing to just want to talk with them. And so I take that advantage in philosophy whenever I don't understand any philosophy, which is very common because it's a very tough class. But I mean, I love it there, and I'm talking. Mr. Wolfson's my teacher, and he is always willing to help me understand something better. And I'm a I'm a verbal learner. I have a better time talking things out, and that gives me the opportunity to talk things out that I learned during the day with my teachers. And I've been able to take advantage of that, and I really appreciate the opportunity that Worcester gave me to do that.
Yeah, thank you. And as Elliot said, there really are lots of opportunities here that you can take advantage of through office hours or classes. Ava, I know you said you have a few favorite classes of your own. Can you tell me about a relationship with a teacher who has also shaped your experience at Worcester so far?
Um, my at my old school, my teachers would teach one way only, and I never really understood that way. But the teachers here teach all different ways. If I don't understand it one way, they'll teach me another way. It helps a lot with certain things that I don't understand.
Do you have any specific teachers that come to mind that you feel have been really special throughout your journey so far?
I think Miss Lingenheld, who is my math and bridge teacher, so if I don't understand something in math, she already knows what I'm going to say because she saw that I was struggling with that one problem in math class.
Yeah, thank you. And so, as I said before, there are lots of ways that you can reach out for more opportunities. And one of those ways are through our DLI classes here. So, some of you may have heard of our DLI program, which consists of our most rigorous courses and about finding, you know, your motivation to really go into a deeper dive and to find out and answer some of your own questions that you might be curious about. So, DLI here stands for Deeper Learning Initiative. It is the highest level of classes that we do offer here. And so it's a really great way, especially in the upper school, that if you're looking for something more challenging or you really want your own study to really go and find something out, DLI classes are the ones you want to take. So, Jemai, can you talk about a DLI that you've taken so far and how it has challenged you and strengthened you academically?
This year I'm taking DLI philosophy, and this class has really challenged me to take a step into like improving my writing as well as improving my reading comprehension and trying to understand texts from present times and past times and really learning about like specific philosophers and things like that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And I've also been able to take a few DLI classes of my own. So far, I've been able to take this year DLI Discrete Math and DLI Complexity in Life. And, you can really find ways to challenge yourself in those classes. Our DLI courses are structured with what we call tutorials here. And that is where you're really able to take your own learning, take what you want to learn, and you get to spend your time learning about it. An example is this past trimester, I've had the opportunity with DLI Complexity in Life to learn all about dehydration and how it's affected the body. And so I've spent a whole trimester doing research with college level sources. I've been able to learn a little bit about, what college is going to look like research wise and really get that one-on-one time to meet with teachers, but also have the opportunity to collaborate with peers. So, Jemiah, are there any different skills you feel that the DLI classes have taught you and really help you strengthen for the future?
I think the DLI classes have really helped me strengthen my drive. I feel more like I have more motivation to get things done, and I have more of like I don't know how to put into words.
Yeah, the DLI classes here are just really amazing. You get them in all types of courses. You have your STEM courses, your English courses, your history courses. There really are so many opportunities for you to be able to take a DLI. And so I know, Luke, that you're an eighth grader right now, and high school is right around the corner for you, and there's a lot to look forward to. So, can you tell me a little bit how middle school is preparing you for high school?
Yeah, they during our community time, they talk about the requirements in high school and how to register into the classes, and that helps us because they always guide us through, and if we have any problems, they help us answer it.
Yeah, it's really awesome. As a middle schooler myself here, or was a middle schooler, I really have felt so prepared to, go into high school. It's definitely a change, but I think that's something really awesome about this school is they don't just teach you the academics, they don't just teach you a curriculum. They really teach you these personal skills that, you're able to use not only in high school, but outside of high school and in the future. And it's really awesome. Gus, you've also been here yourself for quite some time. Can you talk to me a little bit about a tradition that has really meant a lot to you over the years?
Yeah. So a tradition that means a lot to me is DQ Day. It's a day that happens once every year. It just happened on Tuesday. So it's our field day, but they don't tell us when it is. It's always though a day in April. And something we do is for the last 6 weeks of school, we send our seniors off and they all go and do their own independent studies. And so that's always the last week of April. So it always has to be before then. So it's really cool because a lot of the students will try and predict what day will be. Um, and the day itself is just really fun and everyone has a blast.
Aiden, can you tell me about a tradition this year that has also meant a lot to you?
Oh, can you please say the question again?
Can you tell me a little bit about a tradition here that has meant a lot to you?
Uh, I would have to say probably DQ Day as well because it's a fun day where we get to take a break from learning and just have fun.
Yeah, so as you can tell, DQ Day is definitely a big favorite around here. Just happened this past Tuesday, and so it's been a tradition for as long as I know of, at least. And I can say that I look forward to it every year. It's great being out in the sun, being with your friends. I would say it's just a blast. Um, does anyone else have any different traditions that they want to talk about or share that isn't DQ Day?
Yeah, I would love to talk about the dodgeball tournament, and of course, this landed on DQ Day this year, and I love DQ Day myself. Don't get me wrong, but the dodgeball tournament is where I love to step up as a baseball player. Gives me the opportunity to show what I've been working on and hurt my arm in preparation for the season. So, this year, my team I'm so happy we won, and it's just the dodgeball tournament is for full court peace, and it's for to help rebuild courts around the country, and we were able to raise over $500 this year, which is great, and it's a great event. Students from Worcester crowd the stands, and it gets very tense at times, and is stressful, but it's a very fun event at Worcester that it doesn't compare to anything else.
Yeah, so dodgeball tournament, DQ day, there are all lots of really fun traditions, but I can personally say as a junior right now, and after watching over the years, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, which is our junior moving up ceremony. It kind of marks like a big transition in your life. You're finally becoming like the big people on campus. You finally get the opportunity to lead some students, and that is our junior moving up ceremony. So to kind of explain about what that entails here, we now have this program, a leadership program where all of our juniors will have the opportunity to become prefects around campus and get the opportunity to lead a group of kids. And, we now have a coach who's going to kind of teach us all about leadership and prepare us and help us get ready for what we need to do. And it's a really cool time where you finally get to see the juniors transition with the seniors because the seniors are going to be leaving us, as Gus said, for their senior independent studies. And you really get the time to finally take all your skills that you've learned throughout, your whole life, and you get to use them and put them into practice. And it's just a really exciting time. So I know that actually right now, most of us just came back from our sports practice. So, Jemiah, do you want to talk to me a little bit about what the upper school sport requirements are and what sports looks like for you?
For me personally, I take two sports. I play on the girls varsity soccer team during the fall, and I play on the co-ed track varsity team during the spring. Um, in the upper school, it's required to take one after school athletic activity. And for me, this season, track entails in practice after school every day from 4 to 5:30, which is very fun. And most of the time it's outdoors. Today we were inside most of the time because of the rain, but it's a very fun time and we're always running around and I have a great time.
Ava, do you want to tell me a little bit about middle school sports and what you do after school every day?
Even I don't have a sport that I play at Worcester, but I think that PE would count as one. Um, it's really fun. Even sometimes Miss Wilkinson, who is our PE teacher, also sometimes joins in the games if we don't have enough players. And it's just always fun. She always has another activity after another activity for us to play.
Yeah, so with our middle school, PE, as you said, is built into their day. And so fifth and sixth graders get to combine and they get a fun PE course with Miss Wilkinson, who is one of my favorite teachers and coaches here. And the seventh and eighth graders get the opportunity to go more into specific sports like seasonal sports, soccer, basketball, flag football, track. But especially as an eighth grader, they do get the opportunity to even play up a level if they're ready. As an eighth grader, it's also a transitional time. So, they get to experience a little bit of high school and middle school too. So it's really awesome that we get to combine because it does make the community feel a lot more closer. Um, Luke, do you want to tell me a little bit about some middle school trips and what those entail?
Someone took my camera off, so I can't turn it on, but the trips are good. We normally go away to I can turn it on now. We normally go to a place for a couple days and it's not like a school trip really where you kind of just do all learning. They give you your freedom and allow you to like do whatever you want for some time, even though it's not the whole day. But it's fun because you can also pick who you're going with, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I know one of my favorite trips as a middle schooler, and I've done this once or twice as a upper schooler, is the walk to Worcester. And Gus, I know you've also been able to experience that. So do you want to tell me a little bit about what that trip is like and how team building gets involved and we really get to come together as a community?
Yeah, so as freshmen, they like to have all of our students have a collective walk at the start of the year. Um, it's definitely a community building. So they give us an option of like a short distance, a medium distance, and a long distance. So you can challenge yourself or go for the easy route. And it's really cool. It is a walk through the woods, and at the end of it, there's a pretty cool view, and then we head back to school. And normally they'll give us some free time after that to get our minds back in the school mindset. But yeah.
Yeah, so we also get the opportunity to do some academic field trips. So I personally, at the beginning of the year, got to go to the Audubon Society, which I think was in Sherman, Connecticut. I'm pretty sure they're located all throughout, but I'm pretty sure we're in Sherman, Connecticut. And we got the opportunity to connect what we were learning in class to basically outside because we were out in the nature. And so we got to experience and see what they were doing at the Audubon Society and how we could use that in our own projects and how we can, improve the Worcester campus outside, which is also super cool because you get the opportunity to be on a campus. You're outside all the time, walking through classes. We have trails that we get to walk on with the cross country trail. We're outside during our lunches. We get to eat lunch, so it's really awesome. Ava, I know that, sometimes you get the opportunity to be outside for your classes, see you out there sometimes. So can you tell me a little bit about what being outside during a class time looks like?
Yeah, so on Wednesdays, we have a thing, it's called Wonder Wednesdays, where our science teacher, Mr. Santella, takes us on the um, trail and we walk around and explore. It's just really fun. He answers all of our questions that we have. It's just so fun to be outside for our classes.
Yeah, and I would say that, being outside is definitely one of my favorite parts, especially when it's nice out. Um, we've talked a lot about sports and academics, but I want to transition a little bit over to the music and theater side because that's also a big part. I personally love getting to watch the play and musical every year. And Jemiah, I know you're super involved with those, so can you tell me a little bit about what the theater program is like here at Worcester?
Yeah, of course. This year I was the technical stage manager of our production of Guys and Dolls. And basically, I just helped oversee a lot of the crew and the background production for the show. It's a lot of fun. Our theater program is very fun. It's very inclusive. Everyone is always included no matter what. We have some very fun people, very fun teachers, and the black box is always a magical place.
Yeah, definitely. And we get it structured every year so the whole community gets to be involved. So in the fall, we have our upper school play. In the winter, our upper school musical. And then in the spring, it is our middle school musical, which I know they're currently working on Frozen Junior right now. I saw them practicing a little bit after school today. So it looks like it's coming together, which is super awesome. Um, does any middle schoolers want to talk about what music and theater is like for them?
Uh, I'm in chamber ensemble, and music is very fun. We're playing Symphony 9 right now, so getting really fun. And Mr. Johnson as a teacher is an amazing teacher. He helped me with a lot of notes and how to play the song.
Can you tell me what instrument you play?
I play the trombone.
Yeah, it's super cool. Mr. Johnston is a great music teacher. He does also teach upper school chamber ensemble, and I get to play the clarinet. So I would say overall, our music and theater program is awesome here. It's really unlike any other school. You are really going to learn about your instrument. You're going to learn the history of your instruments. You're going to really take it all in through music here. And it's definitely an opportunity that I think, everyone should get to try out because I'm so thankful that I did try and pick up a clarinet to play one day because I'm still loving it and I think it's super awesome. Does anyone want to talk about, the art classes that we have here? Because there's some of my favorite electives.
Yeah, I took Open Studio last year, and as someone who isn't as I would classify myself as not as artistic of a person myself, I was able to just test and see what fields in art that I'm able to excel in. And although there weren't that many fields, I felt as though like Open Studio, that's probably the entry level class. That's like the 101s if you're familiar with the college classes. It's the intro class, and you get to just apply anything. You can do anything you want. It's the same thing with our Open Makerspace program, which is you can engineer anything you want, and like with the help of a teacher, of course. And so I think that the school gives you so much to offer. And even as someone who wouldn't do that normally, I went out of my way to take that class. And although it wasn't as much of a success as I'd hope it'd be, I'm happy I did it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And what's really cool about the arts is we don't only offer them during the day, you can also take them after school. I like to do that in the winter, take a Monday art. I've gone to learn so many different things. So we're going to wrap it up with one more question that I'm going to ask before I turn over to Mr. Sacco. So would someone like to share a favorite memory that they've had at Worcester through any year, anytime?
My favorite memory at Worcester is probably when I was playing basketball and we were originally gonna not be able to do anything because we weren't being great on the Friday before. But one of the kids stepped up and he emailed one of our coaches and said sorry, and he allowed us to keep playing and not have to just do drills the whole time.
Thank you. It's an upper schooler like to share a favorite upper school memory that they've had.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably have to be on DQ day. Um, like DQ day is just an amazing day. Um, there are so many activities that they offer. As Elliot mentioned, dodgeball, basketball. They do a bunch of stuff on our turf field, like there's lacrosse, soccer, all kinds of things. Um, and it's just an amazing day to hang out with your friends and have an amazing time.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. There are so many great memories that you're able to create on campus throughout the years here. So I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Sacco. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. No, so Alexandra and company, thank you so much this evening for this excellent virtual tour. Of course, if you're listening in and you want to find out more yourself, please feel free to log in, schedule a time for us to chat, or give us a call, and we'd be happy to show you around the school. Some of these people would be happy to give you a tour as well. In the interim, let's give our panelists a virtual round of applause if we can. Thank you so much, you brave souls, and really enjoyed hearing your authenticity, your Wooster stories, and of course the hopes and futures that you have in store for you coming up. Even as soon as we're off this call, maybe an email about our moving up. So very eager to get off this. I haven't seen any questions come through the chat per se. I'm happy to open it up a little bit, but you're going to get a poll here at the end. So please make sure to fill that in and give us some feedback on the evening. Excellent panelists this evening. Thank you so much, everybody. All right. Have a good evening.